afternoon. It's a sunny day finally, which means it's time to do outdoor chores. Um, so let me tell you what I do, because winter is sort of a weird time. You can't really have like a concrete schedule of everything that you do and all your chores because a lot of it's really weather dependent. So on days like this previous week, basically where it was like cloudy, cold, snowing, bad weather, I pretty much stay inside and just do indoor chores. Wow, it's really sunny. But for days where it's warm and sunny outside, it's a perfect opportunity to do outdoor chores. So one of the things I did was fill up my kindling bucket. As you can see, I've got a lot of twigs, like cardboard pieces and stuff from just my surroundings. So I filled that up. I don't actually have an axe right now. My counterpart's gonna get me one this week. But if I did have one, I would chop wood, like split logs and let them dry out, because that's really important for building fire. And our village doesn't have gas, so basically the only source of heat is electricity if you have like a heater or burning firewood. So that's what we do. This morning I got up a little late, later than I would have liked to, but every morning I go to my bathroom and I fill up my water tank, assuming there's water. Today the water shut off pretty quickly, so I didn't get as much as I would have liked, but I still got to take a shower today, which is good. And I have enough water that I can wash dishes for another day, so I just have to use it sparingly. If I was more motivated, I'd probably shovel some of the snow so I have a clear path out. I think we have about 1.5 feet at least accumulated from this last 2 storms, so it's a little bit hard to walk around. Today I shoveled out ash from my wood stove and put it on the compost pile. I took out the food scraps that I'd been saving this last week when the weather was bad, and I dumped those on the compost pile as well. What else? Yeah, it's a good time to like restructure your wood pile. It's a good time to take out the trash. It's a good time to get water. I went to the store today and bought bread, which was good. So if I get snowed in the next couple days, it won't be hard to get fresh bread, because I noticed this last week when we had really bad weather, the stores would actually run out of bread. So I did that chore. I'm probably going to start cooking and washing dishes. My water pipe is actually frozen to the kitchen. I have water in my bathroom, which is outdoors, in a separate structure, so it's a little bit harder for me to wash dishes. But what I'm going to do is light my fire stove, my wood stove, and then I'm going to put the kettle on top of the stove and boil some water, and then use that water to wash my dishes so that I don't have to wash with cold water. So it's a lot of just like Tetris in the mind of like, what chores do I have to do, what sequence of chores do I have to do, and just like how much sunlight do I have, because that changes a lot too. It gets colder pretty quickly here when the sun goes down. Right now it's fairly nice with a jacket on outside, but in like 3 hours it's gonna get cold again. So let me go inside. Something I wanted to talk about in a video is just like seasonal affective disorder. For those of you who don't know, that's SAD. It's a good acronym. It's basically where people get seasonal depression in winter because there's less sunlight and it's just colder and gross and miserable outside. And so this is not like the first time that I've been exposed to seasonal affective disorder. I'm from Oregon, and I'm from Western Oregon, I should say. So, living in the Willamette Valley, basically all of winter is just foggy, cold, rainy, and hellish. So I'm used to that. I really don't like it. That's why I moved out to California. But it's not something I don't have experience with at all. So this winter, being in Armenia, I have learned to identify when I'm feeling sad, and I think I'm starting to feel the effects of seasonal affective disorder like pretty hard right now, because I feel just like lazier, don't have energy, don't want to do anything. I'm not motivated at work. Um, I spend way too much time just sitting, watching Netflix, trying to stay warm. It's also affected like my mood in terms of like motivation to take care of myself. Like I don't cook as much food for myself, and I usually enjoy cooking, but now with the cold water and the cold weather, it's just like I don't want to cook because it's more of a pain in the butt. I don't want to take a shower because it's freezing and I have to go outside to shower. Um, I don't want to clean because like my bedroom has very little sunlight exposure, so it's freezing all the time. It's just harder to do basic chores, basic tasks that you normally would do without any issue. So that's definitely a problem now for me. Um, Also, just like, winter is still going on, like during Nortari, during Christmas, it was a really exciting time because I was with people, I was with friends, I was with family, and now that's over, and I'm just like, what do I look forward to? Um, and like in the back of my head, I know, well, you've got the rest of service to look forward to. You've got spring coming pretty soon. New volunteers will come in the next cohort pretty soon. Um, you've got projects that you're working on at school. You've got like all these things that you want to accomplish, and like the sad part of me, the seasonal affective disorder part of me, is just like, ugh, I don't want to think about all those things. I don't want to deal with all those things. But really, like, I know that those are worthy of my time and energy. So this last couple of weeks, I've just been combating this issue. Part of being sad also just makes you kind of want to go into your shell and not talk to other people. Um, I haven't really talked to my friends as much as I normally would. I haven't talked to um, people in my community as much as I like to. So that's something I'm battling right now, something I'm trying to get over right now. Um, but I know this is temporary. Like, winter will end, summer will come, spring will come, and the weather will get warmer, and we'll have longer daylight hours. So yeah, it's really just coping. But you know, if anyone else watches this, please don't think, oh man, I hate Armenia or I hate my time here. No, not at all. Like, I'm still enjoying my service. I'm still enjoying the people around me. I'm still enjoying, the kids. It's a hurdle, Every volunteer knows that service is kind of like waves. There's ups and downs. It's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be amazing or enjoyable. There's also parts where it's very lonely. There's parts where you feel isolated, where you feel sad and you don't know why. Um, we all go through that. So if anyone else is watching this and is feeling alone or feeling depressed or feeling sad, just know you're not alone. Um, and prospective volunteers who may actually watch my videos, just be aware it's part of being a volunteer in the Caucasus and being a volunteer somewhere where it's cold. We don't get tropical Peace Corps service experiences where it's always sunny and warm. No, we have 4 seasons here in Armenia, and you can enjoy or hate all of them. It really just depends on your attitude and how you approach things. So, keep your chin up and just be aware that it can be a challenge in winter. Um, with that, I'll just say I hope that everybody is enjoying their winter. There's been a lot of snow around the world. Pretty much most of Armenia has gotten snow, but also my hometown has had snow. So for all of you Salemites watching, all of you Oregonians watching, enjoy your snow. And I hope everyone stays happy, warm, and content.